you.
All right, here, let me make it easier. Hold on.
Yeah, put your finger in there.
There you go.
So, alright. Hold that up there for a second. Basically, you just break the bolt right there. These are the hardest ones to fight with. Here, close it back down. See how it is just very little. Now, wide open, right?
Yep.
So from here, picture window means you just take this post out. That gives you this wide a section to get a person out, right?
Yeah.
So, do you want to use sawzall, spreader, cutter, ram,
Cutter.
hacksaw,
Cutter.
cutter?
Because it'd be easier on the patient being right here. Not as loud. Safer.
Absolutely. Now, sawzall will give you a smoother, cleaner cut. But like you said, if you got a person here, that sawzall is going to vibrate the whole side of the bus. And it's loud. So, you want to grab the cutter. It's on the other side. I'm going to show you a trick on this.
So would I cut from in here?
Well, since you're in there, you're going to help. Okay. Hang on, hang on. So get it to where it'll hook on itself. Slide it up. And that's where it's doing its work for you, right? Okay. You in there, or whoever, will have to reach out and help hold. And if you got to cut it at an angle, you cut it at an angle for down here, because you don't always have a stool on scene. It'll probably take two of you, whoever's taller.
All right.
Now, stop. Instead of taking it all the way up, open just a little bit, just let it slide down.
Bring it forward a little bit. There you go.
That way it's more controlled. All right.
Good. I got you.
Top one didn't cut.
Top one?
Top one's not cut.
Nope. There we go.
What's the face?
I got the tool.
So, you see how I cut the top first? That's your hardest one.
Yes, sir.
You cut it, and usually at this point you're getting tired. So don't open the tool all the way up, just enough to let it slide down. That way if something happens and you drop it, it's not gonna hit you in the face. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, now, it isn't pretty, it's rough, but it's open, right? And little Timmy here has not had his head beat to death on the side of the bus. All right, so this is open. From here, we've got to remove seats to get this little fella out, right?
Yep.
So, what is your best option on getting him, because is it
He's got both of his arms bent.
pinned in between the seat
Yeah.
and the wall, correct?
Yes.
You remember in the video, the kid had always sat sideways. This is what happens, their arms get down in between in here. So, what is your best idea to get them out? Any debris you get, throw it under the bus, even on scene, so that you're not falling over it.
Probably be cut the seat loose from the bottom of the inside.
So at this point, do you need to be out here for anything? So, I mean, are you gonna take and cut the whole side out with a kid in here?
No.
No.
Because he's just out there on this side of that wall.
Right.
I could probably use the cutters to cut the back of the seat off.
Cutters, sawzall, whatever you got, right?
Yeah.
So at this point, we're done out here until we figure out a way to get little Timmy out of here and out, correct? Okay. Now, let's move inside and focus on that. What are you doing, up, buddy?
Hold on. You up front?
All right. Good.
Access here to get the back seat, get this arm free first.
Now, let me let y'all in a little secret. You all have already got this flipped up. Sometimes there's a little lever that keeps them down. How hard is it to get this off? It might surprise you.
Not very hard. The screws would be pulled right up.
Now, what do I have in my hand?
Piece of debris.
How about a backboard for a small child?
Yeah. You use the cushion side.
What do you think about that? Because I don't know in class if they've ever put you on a backboard and strapped you down, stood you up. That's the most uncomfortable thing in the world, isn't it?
Yes.
They'll have more cushion than we do in class. So, 9 times out of 10, smaller kids, that should fit at least the torso part, right? Because it's easier with injured kids to just put them on something, throw webbing around them. I wouldn't say put a ratchet strap and crank it down, but I'm just saying something flat because you can carry them that way.
And then you can put them on the backboard, right?
Yeah. Take it, that just gets you to sure you can move them in here because the backboard's what? 6 feet long?
Yeah.
That's hard to get moving in here. Twist them. You can also use this for like hard protection if you need to put it against something. That way if something kicks, put the padded side against your patient.
I will give him credit. When he covered the patient, he thought outside the box and he cut the back of the seat. He cut the material off the seat to cover his patient because he didn't have a blanket.
So, to cut this, what do y'all think? Just cut the back of the seat out or take the whole seat?
The only thing you have to worry about with cutting just the back is his arm over there. Is it going to pinch his arm against
It all depends on the spreader, or the cutters. As you put something in there, whether you're cutting or spreading, it's going to start moving so it pops. So you got to really take that in consideration. So, what could you do to keep that from getting up against him? Something simple. Don't overthink it. You could.
Are you talking about like a piece of fuck, what did I forget the name of it?
How about a wedge?
Yeah, that's
That's
what I was trying to get at.
So,
carry wedges in the back
it's a simple, well, I mean,
Oh, I do.
that's a little wedge. I'm talking about a cribbing wedge. You can put that inside beside the seat and tap it. That might be enough to release the arm, or that keeps it so it won't shove and pinch your arm as you have to cut it. Does that make sense?
Sometimes we just get a pry bar and start leveraging.
Thanks, sir. We want, huh?
Patience, soft and hard protection, right? Especially in this situation.
This is all we had.
We use the seat.
So, this right here, when we went to bust this window, but we made it work, right? So,
We just took a little extra time.
and a little extra time's fine as long as you don't further injure your patient.
But here's the problem. You thought about it quick and you were
That's it.
strong with your decision. So that's what I always
Now.
ask for.
What do you say we get a couple wedges and maybe a 4x4? Because you've got an arm here and an arm there, right? So you can't just flip this seat bottom up out of the way because he's mangled up, she, whatever, he's mangled up in it. So what if we take a wedge you put here and a wedge you put here, and then take this seat out? What do you think? I'm just asking.
What
that
time
work?
they gonna be ready?
Huh?
What time they gonna be ready?
What time?
12 o'clock now.
You'll find out.
Before we do some seat removal, have everybody come out here. I want to talk about something with them real quick.
Okay.
So we can try the wedges.
Yeah, go ahead and grab us a wedge, and I'll go through what I'm talking about for the wedges. So.
Everybody come out here just a minute.
Goes that one, then gear boxes, you know,
Take your hats off, stand there and shake them. Alright. In the real world, we're only going to take out what we have to, right? So only take out what you